Yay! Yay, yay, yay.
Episode 100.
Episode 100.
100.
I can't believe it, you
It's
guys.
after 99.
$7.99? What's that mean?
It's after 99.
Oh, after 99. Ladies and gentlemen, get on in here for Marriage Go Round, episode number 100. It is the podcast where we talk about relationships, dating, and funny relationship memes with your real live married couple hosts, Tanjareen and CT. We happen to also be comedians, and we talk about relationships from a monogamish point of view. We talk about relationships here after we catch you up on what we've been up to and get into the theme song and all that good stuff. But if you'd like to tell us congratulations for 100 episodes, please do. Our super chats are also open. Our super stickers, our stars are enabled, Cash App, all that good stuff. It helps us pay for the clips that we've been posting on our new Instagram and TikTok page. Y'all, should I keep the TikTok page going? Is it about to be banned again? I don't know.
I deleted my app when they said it was done. And then I was like, oh, it's not done. And I tried to go to the app store and they were like, it's not available in your country.
Ooh,
like,
that's cold. You deleted it right away? You just turned your back on TikTok like that?
They said, get out of here.
But you know that our new president was going to help us. He was going to save the day. All right, no comment. Let's see who was in the comments before we got in here. First comment of the day is from Jordan Taylor. He says, so happy to hear that this show has finally made it to episode 100. So let's all bring out the good news we have to each other and have a wonderful, fantastic marriage go round this time of the day. Thank you, Marriage Go Round. Thank you, Jordan Taylor, with always the positive message. You want to read Autumn Reed's?
Go ahead.
Autumn Reed is in the chat. Autumn Reed. It says in quotes.
To be loved. I'm sorry, that's not even a rhythm. To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. Happy 100th episodes, Married to Go Round. I would toast you with champagne, but since y'all don't drink, we'll use peanut butter pancakes instead.
Hey, CT loves my peanut butter pancakes, which I haven't made in a long time. Do you want some peanut butter pancakes?
I wasn't going to say nothing.
Or do you want almond butter pancakes or walnut butter pancakes? We off peanut butter now, y'all. We've moved on. So you want
almond? I would like almond butter.
Walnut butter is healthier.
Why do you ask me?
I know, right? I don't know. Okay, Isaac says, what up, CT? Hey, Tange, what up, fam? 100 episodes. Let's go. I love your enthusiasm with the capital letters.
Isaac.
Cobra Tay says, MGR 100. Let's go. Jazzy Pond de Gaza missed last week's episode. He's apologized on my YouTube. He says, peace and blessings, families. Couldn't miss the 100th episode of this amazing content. Salute emoji. Your Green Ranger's in the building. Lexi Lex, 100 episodes. We made it. LOL. It wasn't easy. Lexi.
They've been here every episode.
Every episode. They are Team CT all day.
That's a fact.
And Team Tangereen. And Team Green. They are paid subscribers on both of our Patreons. Mm-hmm. They're in both of our Discords. Green Ranger and Lexi Lex. We love them. We in this thing. Team CT all day. Hashtag Team Green.
Baby number 3.
Hey, pew, 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 pew. They making babies. Seahawk is in the building. A C note full of episodes. I like that, Green Ranger. True. You're so hip. The red is popping. Thank you, Lexi Lex. And we, of course, never see each other when we're getting dressed. We get dressed in separate parts of the house. We're Christmas colors today, but I love that he's in bright colors. Were you
green last week?
I don't know, but if so, that would be fun,
I know I was red last week.
I don't know. Y'all tell me what we were last week. I don't remember. A Turnip Speed says, congratulations. Thank you.
Seed.
Turnip seed. Oh, turnip seed. Like a
turnip
mustard seed or a turnip seed. Y'all know I need another pair of contact lenses. These prescriptions. Hey, what's good, Tangereen and CT? Congrats on 100 episodes. Thanks. You so much, guys. How do you feel about making it to 100? We started on your Patreon in 2020.
Is that where we started?
Yes, we did one. We did like 2 episodes on your Patreon for paid subscribers. We started for paid subscribers only, and then you stopped the show.
Oh yeah, you said something. Wow.
We had an episode that he didn't like what I said. He got upset, never aired the episode, and never wanted to do the show again. So I didn't.
If I aired that episode, I would be done in Hollywood.
Why? Because you cussed me out? They've seen you cuss me out before.
Yeah, but you were cussing back.
Was I? I feel like I was being really sweet. And then you just hung up the phone. This is how he hung up the phone on me. And we were recording the show from 2 separate rooms. He just slammed the laptop in my face. And I was like, oh, I guess
we went to the other room to talk to her.
I guess he's not going to air this one because we would do a pre-recorded. But then in 2022, Facebook reached out to me and asked me if I would do a partnership with them to go live from Facebook only. So I said, oh, let's bring back Marriage Go Round and just do the month because they only offered the deal for a month. And here we are in 2025 100 episodes later. So thank you, Facebook, for that little alley-oop.
Yeah, and it's just great to end on a bang.
We're not ending, though. Thank goodness we're ending season 1, and we're going to start right back up on the next Wednesday with episode 101, which is really season 2.
I'm done. So
no, baby, no, we're not done. We're not done, so the show's not done.
You didn't let me finish.
You're trying to finish, and that's
my role will be filled by someone like Big John.
Why would I do a marriage podcast with somebody else's husband instead of my own?
Because he's married too. You never said they had to be married to you.
I need them to be married to me because we're talking about our
specifics.
Relationship. I love Ja, though. That's my frat brother.
I love Ja.
I met Ja through CT when we were doing sketches back in the day for CT's YouTube page.
You know what's very funny?
And then look what happened.
I'm very grateful that you acknowledged this one friend that you've met through me, but none of the others.
Well, I gotta give credit where credit's due. But there's a lot of people that you think you introduced me to, but I'm from here, and they were here before you got here, and I knew them already.
Ja.
Right. And I used to date his brother when I was in high school.
So how did you not know him?
But I didn't really put the face until you. So I'm giving you the credit, but I dated his brother.
Shout out to Malik. Malik's such a nice guy. That's Johnny's brother.
It is. Malik the Freak. He's a great musician. Let's see. Where are we? See, isn't live so much better than pre-recorded? Ha ha ha. It is, because you can't get rid of the arguments. Henri says, according to the argument counter, we should have never made it to episode 65. God, Tripp is in the building. Woo, woo, woo. We in here, number 100. All right, so at this point, we would normally, let me tell you why we do the show on a Wednesday. If you're new here, this is a Wednesday because the word wed is in Wednesday. We got married on a Wednesday. I was born on a Wednesday. We met in 2008 on a Wednesday doing Foxhole Radio podcast for over a year. Then the next year, we did a show every Wednesday on Chopping It Up Live for dherbs.com. So Wednesdays are really special to us, and that's why we do the show on a Wednesday. And normally this is where we do the theme song, but I got some information last week that I had no idea. Apparently CT doesn't like doing the theme song live. I had no idea.
Is that what he said?
I mean, I was shocked. Were you shocked when he said it?
I'm shocked right now.
I was so shocked.
It's almost like he probably said it for every episode for 100 episodes.
I doubt it because I would have known.
Yeah,
I would have known.
You're a great listener.
So I was asked to just record one of the lives of us doing the theme song and play it. So I'm gonna play it, and I hope that you guys like it. But it's not as good as the live, guys. And I'm just gonna tell you that right now. All right, you guys. Here's the pre-recorded live singing of the theme song. Are you ready for the theme song? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Marriage go round.
Marriage go round. Tanjareen and CT's marriage go round. Cause it's married things and things are rough. Married things and things are rough. The real relationship podcast.
Blocka, blocka, blocka.
Pew, 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 pew. Boop, 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 boop. Pew, 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 pew. What's the matter, baby?
It gets longer every time you do it.
Pew, 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 pew. This is the remix. Pew, 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 pew. Braka, braka. Yeah. You're so amazing.
I'm a good co-host.
You're a great co-host.
I love that.
Do you?
That was amazing. That's gonna make me stick around for another 20 minutes. That
20
right there.
minutes? Not for another season?
Woo!
Come on, you
Hey,
guys.
let me tell you something. You got me for another 20 minutes. That's for sure. But that was so
But the
creative.
show lasts an hour. How do I only have you for another 20 minutes?
That was so creative. You brought so many different moments. I love seeing my hair in the fro, the mini fro.
Yeah, I tried to find all of the different hairstyles.
That was beautiful.
Let me see what they're saying. Before they saw it, we saw Lexi. Lex says, new information. LOL. He's literally said that every episode. Hey, Lexi. You shut your white mouth. Autumn Reed says, no, absolutely no. We demand live performances of the theme song. Capital letters. Green Ranger says, hey, yo, you look deal in the fro and tank top combo. What is he saying?
What are you saying, Green Ranger?
I don't know. What? Love the compilation. Okay, Fred, Lexi Lex likes it. They definitely outdone themselves for making a wonderful theme song. Thank you, Jordan Taylor. Guy Tripp says, that was a mouthful of pop rocks. That was like a mouthful of pop rocks. Oh.
Exciting?
I don't
Refreshing?
know. It depends on if you like pop rocks or not. I mean, if you put it in
I remember
with a soda,
doing it when I was a kid.
when you mix it with soda, they said it was deadly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I never tried that either.
Good, thank goodness. All right. T-Hawk says, hey. All right, you guys let us know with a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the chat if you like the pre-recorded version of the theme song.
Amazing. I love that.
Thank you. I did it in about 40 minutes upstairs, pulling from...
Today?
Yes, just now.
You
Right
are
before I
really
got
a
in the shower.
procrastinator, but that was dope.
Because I've been watching 11 hours of TV with you every day. You know that, when I could have been coming home doing work.
Tanjareen, you also go to the gym for 4 hours. You also
I need to
wake
go
up.
to the gym. That's part of my schedule of self-care.
You're also waking up and doing a lot of your workouts, and then you go do a whole bunch of other stuff in the office. So to blame the television on me is wild.
Yes, because I haven't been in the office that much because of the television.
Really?
But I love quality
So why
time.
do we keep waiting till the end of the night then if you're not getting any work done?
Because I'm not here. I had auditions. You remember all the auditions I've had?
No.
Because you don't help me with them. I have to find outside help.
What's new? Like all of these things you keep bringing up, nothing has changed.
It has not. Okay, T Hawk says, so great. Lewis Turnip Speed says, y'all a great couple. Congratulations on y'all marriage. And at Tanjareen, when y'all coming, the new episode of Michael Blackson's show? That is a good question, Mr. Turnip Seed. I have no idea, but I just auditioned for something else for those people. We'll see if they give me another show or if they pick back up on season 2 of the Michael Blackson show, because I had a good time recording it in Atlanta. 40 minutes is wild. He said 20 minutes, T-Hawk.
I did say 20. That goes to show T-Hawk trying to get you another 20.
I appreciate that. Outstanding, Eddie Mac says. LMAO, Tanjareen, I'm just speaking the truth a little bit. Stop it. That's all I'm saying.
Ever stop.
Stop
Lexi.
it. You get on my nerves.
We love you here, Lexi.
We don't. Not anymore. Anyways.
You know what I love about Lexi? She uses logic, which is very rare for people that are not men to use it.
You know what? That was a sexist statement.
No, all I said was people.
Your misogyny is showing because you compared men to people, and according to our new president, the only thing left.
Can I ask you something?
Is females. Yes.
When have I hit it?
When have you hidden your misogyny?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were hiding it on the air. I thought that's why we were. Never mind. All right, guys.
I'm learning a lot.
You heard it here first, guys. He's admitting that he's a misogynist. What's up, Ashley White? Not Tanjareen disowning us. Yeah, you guys are.
She's super disowning. And you know what's funny? Let's talk about misogyny for a second. What is the definition of misogyny?
Somebody, Autumn Reed and Ashley, you guys love giving us information. Put the definition of misogyny in the chat, please. Reppin' Magazine says, damn, I thought you changed up. I'm thinking you sitting next to Theo Huxtable. My bad.
That was a hell of a reference.
But he doesn't.
Oh, I can see that I probably favor Malcolm Jamal Warner. Is that what he's saying?
Oh, I guess so. Did Malcolm wear glasses?
Different projects, I'm sure he did.
And he has lots now?
I don't know if he has them anymore, but he did.
Oh, okay. Well, I see you repping. I was saying you looked diesel in the fro and black tank top combo.
Thanks, man.
Got you.
Very kind of you.
All right, you guys. We have some things to talk about. We have some great memes to discuss. For example, I got a full body 2.5-hour massage yesterday here at the house. And I know some people would think, why would you let another man rub on your wife? And for 2.5 hours.
Who would say that?
It's a replies. I got some replies in my stories like, oh, what's going on? Like they expected me to be getting massaged by a woman. I thought it was kind of interesting because we don't have the type of relationship where there's any insecurities. But I was thinking, what if while CT was in his man cave with the door slammed, I happened to let this strange masseuse smash me, and CT came upstairs to get something to eat and saw it. What would he do? Is what I was thinking. What would you do?
Well, first you got to leave the house. I think that goes without saying.
I got to leave the house? Wait, no. Paint the picture. We're in the middle of a smash. He's inside me. You come upstairs. You see it. What do you do?
Then I'm going back downstairs.
Oh, you just nod your head like, oh. Okay.
Well, you gotta understand this about Clayton Thomas. I'm not a blocker. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, if you went as far as for that to happen, it's like, hey, all right. I mean, I'm still hungry, so I probably would have still grabbed my food.
You would make something to eat in the room because we have the open floor where the living room and the kitchen don't have a dividing wall. So you would just make something to eat while he's smashing me out.
I was coming to get food. So it was like, and then, after you finish, you gotta leave.
Oh, I gotta leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you leave? So
you wouldn't cuss me out or get upset with him or say anything? You would just go back downstairs with your food and carry on with your day?
I've also never been the guy to talk to the guy. Like that's pointless. Okay. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to say.
I gave a frowny face, guy Tripp says. All right. It's funny because when I was thinking of picturing it in the reverse, if he was up here getting a massage and I came in the room and saw him smashing her, I would probably do the same thing like, oh, wow. I would probably film a little bit of it because I'm freaky like that on the low. and then go back to what I was doing. And
I don't really think it's on the low. I think you've said enough in your public appearances for people to realize you're not very private.
I think what I meant is I would film it on the low, as in I wouldn't let y'all know I was filming it.
Got it.
But I'm also freaky on the low. Anyways, that's what we would do if we caught the other person, I guess, having a good time with someone other than ourselves, which is crazy. Reppin' Magazine says, LOL. Reppin' Magazine says, playa.
It's a lot of people in the green room.
I know, because it's episode 100, and we want to welcome anybody who would like to congratulate us on 100 episodes, or you're married and you want to give us advice about marriage, or tell us how long you've been married, or give us your secrets, whatever. We're looking for people who've been married or are married and just want to talk to us about episode 100. Let's bring in this person new to the show, NeNe Favors. What's up, NeNe? Good friend of mine.
Hey.
NCTs comes to the house for the house parties. Where are you located?
Hey, I'm in San Diego. Let me turn my
Driving.
phone up. Yeah,
San Diego,
look,
California.
San Diego, California, down here. Yeah, just got off of my 9 to 5, so I'm driving home.
Well, thank you, NeNe. Now, NeNe, are you married, and for how long, if so?
I am married. I've been married to my husband for 12 years.
It's a
So
long time.
a very long time. That's my best friend in the world. So
And he is a good friend of ours. He's also into wrestling, as CT is, and he's also done some bodybuilding work. What's the secret to staying married for 12 years?
the secret is this man was my best friend first. So even when the romance maybe dies off every once in a while because we're going through our own individual growths sometimes, and sometimes we don't see eye to eye romantically, that is still my dog. We still laugh all day, every day. And I feel like him being my best friend makes for a great foundation. If
I
we
agree.
have nothing else, I got my dog for everything. So
Oh,
that's my secret. He always said it's a communication thing, and the fact that I let him be vulnerable because he didn't grow up in there. We're from Washington D.C. and
okay.
he's from Alabama, but he comes from an old school background where boys don't cry.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
I am complete opposite. It is a human emotion. And if you have to cry, which he doesn't, but if you have to, do it. If you feel sad, disappointed, or something, you can tell me you feel that way. And something new we introduced that he told me I kind of fumbled a lot and I learned from recently is when he wants to vent, I'm always looking for a solution because I like
Mm-hmm.
to fix problems.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I don't need you. He said, sometimes you just need me to shut the hell up and listen. And I was like, okay.
That's good advice.
Yep.
Women are like that though. And that's why I just heard from a therapist in
Yeah.
the last year. You're supposed to
Mhm.
ask ahead of time, hey, do you want a solution or do you just want me to listen? And then they'll let you know what they want, and then you guys can have the dialogue from there. That's
Mhm.
really good advice. Can I pry? You said even when we don't see eye to eye romantically. Can you elaborate on that?
Sometimes, sometimes I'm not feeling my best as a person. And sometimes I don't want to be intimate because I'm not feeling best as a person.
Okay.
Sometimes he's stressed out at work. We have children. We adopted 2 kids together. We had 2 kids together, and I had 3 prior to him. So 7 children and a grandson later. Sometimes we not feeling, don't touch me. Like we're not feeling that. Sometimes we don't
Wow.
want to, we kiss every day. Even if it's a very friendly kiss, we touch in some kind of way, but sometimes we're not seeing eye to eye romantically because we're not feeling our best as an individual. But
Ah,
we still, our intimacy is still laughter.
yes. Reppin' Magazine
So
said they busy. You got 7 kids and a grandkid. Rodney
yeah.
Perry says cootie cat thick. I don't know what that means.
I'm not dealing with Rodney today, but
Bandersnatch is in the building. She says, I've missed y'all. Happy 100. Thank you, Bandersnatch. Please count the arguments. All right. Thank you so much
yes.
for your input, feedback. You
Hey,
have anything you want to say to NeNe?
Thank you for coming in. Make this a regular time.
always. I sure will. And congratulations on 100 episodes. You guys are amazing.
Thank
Amazing.
you.
And I
Thank
just love
you.
seeing you two together. You make me feel like you're my first cousins. And I just
Yay.
appreciate that. I'll
We
see you
love
soon.
you. You
I
are
love
you
you.
are family. We love you, NeNe. Bye.
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 NeNe is the real one because when we went to Hawaii for our anniversary to watch Shantae Wayans perform at Comedy the same weekend, we stayed in the same hotel. NeNe sent us a gift basket to our hotel. We didn't tell people where we were staying, but I guess she put it together by the flyer that Shantae had. So when we got to our hotel room, we opened it up, a gift basket from NeNe saying happy anniversary because it was our 8th or 9th anniversary. And I was like, oh my God, what a sweetheart. We love NeNe. She's the best. Anytime you want to click in, NeNe, and give us advice or ask us questions or talk about relationships, you are welcome to. And thank you for that 100th episode blessing. Let's get to this person right here. Welcome to the show, Tahir Moore. What up, Tahir?
What up, though? I'm good. Stepped away from lunch real quick to come on and wish y'all congratulations on your 100th episode and your 17th year of marriage.
17 years knowing each other. 10 and a half years married.
Yeah, y'all was hunching for a long time before y'all pulled the trigger on that thing. Okay.
That's crazy.
You're right.
Yeah, hunching ass. But yeah, man, congratulations on everything. And the episode and, the 100th episode and your marriage, man. You know, I know that shit ain't easy. It never has been, never will be, but great communication and basically what NeNe said, allowing each other the space and the virtue to be human. Because, like, it ain't all good days. You know, like, you have bad days at work the same way you have bad days in your relationship. But being able to talk about it and effectively communicate what you're going through so the other person doesn't take it personally is a really big thing. So that would be
you.
one
And
of my
you're
things.
saying that because you're married how long?
It'd be 12 years in March.
Another 12-year. I can't believe it's been that long. That's fantastic.
Yeah. It's been a while. We met in 2005. We got married in 2013. And, you know, here we go.
I love it. I would have loved for them to be on together, but they're both working in separate places. Rodney Perry says you're flexing your trailer. Let us know what you're working on, sir.
Oh, man. No, I'm homeless. That's all. I'm homeless.
Stop playing.
This is actually the last day of Churchy, season 2. And it was a series regular on here. We shot 10 episodes since November. And this is the literal last episode. So we're very excited. And also,
nice.
You know, it's a bittersweet thing. So, but we chilling.
Congratulations. I'm a huge fan of you, More Mob, Kev on Stage Crew. I've seen every episode of season 1 of Churchy. I'm ready for season 2. I'm excited to get Rick back. And I know y'all got a budget because from November to January, y'all still shooting? That's some money right there.
Don't believe the hype. Christmas and New Year's is in there. We was off for like 2.5 weeks. So, you know, but God is still good. Amen.
Amen. Question in the chat. Ashley White wants to know, Tahir, how did you know Farron was the one?
She made me laugh like nobody else. And she made me feel seen, I guess. And kind of like what NeNe said, like she allowed me to be vulnerable. She was the first person that I felt comfortable being vulnerable in front of because I didn't grow up with that. I'm very much like NeNe's husband. So to have somebody to lay your troubles, your fears, your things that just keep you up at night, have somebody that you can lay that at their feet and you know they're not going to use it against you. It's a beautiful thing, man. And she was that first person that I had ever felt that with. So I went up in a raw.
With a straight face.
Went up in a raw. You understand me? And here we are. Still raw. All these
I love
years
you,
later.
Tahir. Thank you for calling in. You want to say anything to your boy? Tahir was in our wedding in 2014. He's a groomsman. He's a good friend of ours.
Not only that, Tahir also filmed the proposal. That was
when CT proposed to me, Tahir got it on his fancy camera, the video and the pictures. Almost spoiled the surprise because I saw him before I saw the surprise, and I was like, "What are you doing in this the rooftop restaurant of the Standard downtown with a camera around your neck?" But I still didn't catch on. We love you, Tahir. You are the best.
Bless your heart.
I don't know. Tahir Moore, Tie Gum Ranger. Don't they call you?
What is that?
I don't know.
Because I got big guns.
Oh,
that's fine. I got big guns.
The disrespect. Reppin' Magazine says it's good to hear that there are some
Yeah.
young people that are working on getting married. This is great. Yay. All right, we'll let you get out of here. Please give our blessing to everybody on the set. They're all our good friends. And thank you so much for wishing us well on our
Will
honeymoon.
do.
You look amazing, man.
Yeah.
All right.
He all skinny and stuff now.
Oh,
You
cut
skinny
it
now.
out,
We love it.
guys.
What was
God.
that?
Oh,
Stop.
Lord.
Peace out.
That's insane.
All right, let's see. Shout out to Churchy and Camp on Stage Productions. Autumn Reed says,
That
shout
brought
out to
me joy.
here. I love bringing you joy, baby. I'm so glad. More Mob, you know that's the shot glasses in the chat if you are a fan of that. And let's bring on, who is this? Rodney Perry! Rodney Perry, ladies and gentlemen, it's so good to see you, sir. First of all, I was just saying this podcast started live for the non-paid members on Facebook, and you were one of the first guests we ever had to click in on Facebook and help us figure out how to bring on guests. You're married. It would not make any sense for us to do episode 100 without you, sir. Where are you located and how are you doing today?
I'm at home here in Atlanta, Georgia, and my wife and I celebrate our 29th anniversary this year.
Wow.
And I remember when y'all first started making videos, and I was like, this nigga Clayton got a plan. I was like, this ain't no video. I know what he doing. But man, to watch y'all flourish and watch y'all grow together in front of us on these shows and in life, I'm so happy for y'all, man. I'm so happy for y'all. And I want Uncle Rodney, I always want a baby to come out of the situation.
It's been almost 11 years we've been married, Rodney. You still wait on us to have a baby?
It ain't too late. I mean, Kansas is super heavy. Clayton got about 8 or 9 swimmers left. It could happen.
8 or 9
8 or 9.
That's hilarious.
You gotta go.
How many kids
You
you
gotta
have,
go.
Rodney?
You gotta go 2 weeks, no jack-offs.
Okay. Whew. Can you do that, baby?
No.
All right. Here you have it.
I cannot.
How many kids you have?
Yo, man, absolute pleasure, man. So happy for y'all, man. Y'all look amazing. You know, I see the Huskable thing. I see that, but you way more handsome than that guy. I hit you already. I said your hair looks incredible.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot. It's growing, man. I feel good about it.
He got the little side bang going
I
sometimes.
let-
It's cute.
Yeah, that's when you find out the truth about your hair. When you let it grow, I let mine grow. Found I have some.
Woo! That summer will be real.
I have a question from the chat, Rodney Perry. Ashley White wants to know, where can I find these men that actually want to be married and grow together? Any ideas?
I mean, you got to kind of require them not to have it all together. You know what I mean, I didn't have it all together. I mean, my wife, I was dropping off another woman when I met my wife.
Please elaborate.
So I was dating this girl. Her name was Ciandra Henry. I dropped Ciandra off at Dillon University. My wife walked in front of the car, and I was like, "Oh, girl, fine as hell." I get out of the car, talk to her, we exchange numbers, and we've been together almost ever since.
Wow.
What happened to the other girl?
I want to know too.
I have no idea. She was waiting, never gonna come back to school again. I was never gonna see her again, and I haven't seen her either.
That's big. So you're saying you were dropping her off. She gets out the car, and then you see your soon-to-become wife.
She was at Xavier University, New Orleans. I drop off in the front of the school. I come around the stop sign, and the girl and my wife walks in front of the car, and I get out. Not 5 minutes later, I get out, and yeah, we've been together ever since.
Okay, so that means the girl wasn't even there to witness this.
Oh no. She didn't see it, and my wife didn't see her either.
That's amazing.
What I love is that you've given us her whole name and the university she attended so that we can make sure she gets the proper information. Bandersnatch says, not the full name.
I'm sure she's married and gone to with her life. As a matter of fact, yeah, she was a nice girl. We had a though.
The
We had a
smile.
night. You know, I was something to see back in the day.
You still a good looking guy, Rodney. You so
I
funny.
was something to see.
No, don't be
Yeah.
nice, Tanjareen.
Oh no, you are. You're a good looking guy for sure. You a little chocolate king. I see you.
This is what I don't have. Like I used to have the little muscles that go from your pelvis down towards your stuff. That little V is gone.
Oh, the V. You had the V, Rodney Perry.
Oh, I was like, let me tell you something. That was something else. Woo! Anyway, but that's marriage. Marriage is the woman that still appreciates that even though it's gone.
That's good.
That's big.
Like, I don't want no new chick that don't remember me when. I want, you know, and my wife and I, again, we got 28 years, man, a family of a life together, man. It's kind of crazy to look back now. Y'all look back at a decade and got like, yo, it was a moment when we was one day together.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I will say this because I heard NeNe say this. My wife is not my best friend.
Okay.
She's not my best.
Tell us about it.
I mean, my best friend is Harry Radford. That's my guy.
That's our guy.
That's my nigga. I love him. So, and it's that I want to be my best friend is that it's a different friendship. Like it's a different bond. Like your best friend can go tell you shit your man stuff, but your wife can tell you, I need a better you, and it means something. And that's what she's done over the years. She's made me a better version of myself.
You know what's interesting? First of all, well said, and thank you for saying that. I thought Joey Wells was your best friend. I did not think that Harry.
I will say this: Harry is my best friend, but Joey is a much better friend.
I need to clip that. They need to know this. They need to know this.
And I tell them that all the time. Harry is my guy on longevity, and that's my guy. I'll do anything in the world for him. But Joey is going to check on me. Joey is gonna see. He's gonna see me on social media and look at my face and know I'm going through something. He'll call me. Harry not gonna do that. But we both Virgos, so we don't do that. I don't do it either.
That's the
Joey is a much better friend, much better human being.
Much better human.
The fact that you know that about yourself and you still won't do it is I like the self-reflection.
That's wild.
We adore you, Rodney. I've known Rodney Perry for so many years in the comedy world. When I was just acting, I did a bit on Johnson Family Vacation, and he's in that movie. But we knew each other before then. I don't even know what year I met you. But
hey, Johnson Family keep on giving, ain't it?
Yeah. So it's been a minute. I was asking you, your internet is going in and out, but you didn't hear me. How many kids do you have? I was asking earlier.
I have 6 children, 5 girls, 1 boy.
Was the boy last because you kept trying for the boy?
No.
So my boy is number 2. So my oldest 2 children are not from my wife.
Okay.
My wife and I have 4 girls together. She was trying to get another boy out of me, but I don't know. He must have been hiding behind my scrotum sack.
I think it's a certain position you're supposed to be in to make a boy. You forgot that position. You gotta do it. Hey. I think it's doggy style.
Is it?
He's like, I don't know. Your teeth look great.
Yeah, I'm sure I did that.
NeNe says Joey is a great friend.
Yes.
Reppin' Magazine says that's what partners do. Reppin' Magazine is laughing at you. In my best, Kevin Hart. Damn, Callie Grown says to you, what's up from Cold Michigan? That is CT's home state. And let's see, 28 years is a blessing. You got a lot of fans in the chat. Rodney Perry's gone Rodney Perry, NeNe says. Is Rodney anywhere on the Ridge in the ATL area?
On the rig?
I'm in Cobb County, if that matters to anybody.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to tell us about relationships and marriage? Because you got about almost 29 years in it before we let you go.
You know what, man? I mean, y'all doing everything right, guys. I mean, I'm so impressed. Y'all stay together. Y'all stay encouraging each other, and that's what it's all about. And y'all navigating this entertainment world together, you know. And the best advice I give each of y'all as entertainers is just go home, man. You know, I'm what I am, and as long in this game, because I knew I had the wherewithal to go home. You know, everybody that be at the Diddy party stayed too long.
That part. When the freak off time was too late. Leave after the regular party.
Freak off don't start at 2:30. Why you still here?
Go home. That's
go
great
home,
advice.
man. Go home and never spend a night outside of your bed. You know, sleep in your bed. You know, stay in your bed, and y'all go through the ups and downs. Just go lay in your bed, and even when y'all mad, frown up and hold them. I hate your ass.
I like that. I like that. Now, both of you are traveling comedians, but you're talking about when you're in town, if you're upset with your spouse, stay in the same bed. And that's difficult for me, Rodney. That's good advice, because I would rather him not get into bed when he's mad, but he always does. And I appreciate it later. That's good advice.
Oh, for sure.
Always do. Thank you so much, Rodney Perry.
And I love you both, man. Congratulations, guys, and it's an honor.
You're the best, man. Love you back, Rod.
We love you. Bye, Rodney. Rodney Perry with the gems.
Here's the funny thing. Another reason I stay in the bed with you when I'm mad is because I grew up watching sitcoms where the woman is like, and you're staying on the couch tonight. And I was a kid like, no, I'm not. And I'm not going to be staying on the bed. If I get out of the bed, it's going to be my idea. Like, remember last week or the week before last, I was sick and I was coughing. And it was like coughing in my sleep, and I was getting annoyed, and I was being considerate by not staying in our bed. But other than that, nah, you can have your attitude. I'm over here with it. And
I didn't even want you to get out of the bed when you were coughing. I was like, where did he go? And then I thought you
stayed away. That. But what happens is,
I saw you sleep in the other room. I was like, oh, he could have stayed in there with me.
When you sleep and I wake you up, if I like cough, you do this thing. It's the real you. You'll be like, and I'm like, hey, I'm not doing this on purpose.
Oh, my bad. But I still want you around me because I'm quality time and physical touch. That's my love languages.
Your quality time? Since when? You're definitely
is this you didn't know? I didn't know you didn't like a theme song. Is that what we're doing here? Because quality time has always been mine.
Your physical touch for sure.
Yes, quality time. You know how excited I used to get when we would go to Target together, we'd run errands together. When you didn't have a car and I'd have you in my car and we'd be doing all these things.
There's no need to
remember when you was on the bus and I would come pick you up in my car and we would drive everywhere, or I would take you to shows.
You got one more example.
I would take you to shows, and when you didn't have a car, I would wait in the car for you to go perform your shows. I would sleep. I put the seat back and I would sleep because you didn't have a car, and then you would be performing your shows, and I really wanted you to make it as a comedian. So I was there for you when you weren't driving. You remember that? That was quality time.
Do you remember?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, we're having fun.
No, we done.
Do you remember?
Oh, I got to mute it again. We got to go.
Since we doing some remember wins, I was about to hit you with two of them back to back.
Oh, well, we're out of time.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was awesome. We have somebody else in the green room. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is Marriage Go Round, episode 100, with your real life married couple hosts, Tanjareen and CT. We've been married for 10 and a half years, been friends for 17. We've gotten to do 100 of these episodes where we talk about dating, marriage, and funny relationship memes from our own monogamish point of view. We've had some amazing people pop in and wish us well who are married 12 years, and 29 years. And if you're married or if you're divorced and you want to give us advice, you got a little time to click in and let us know what you think. Well, I haven't even read any memes yet today, but I do have a couple questions in my Discord in the Marriage Go Round room, and I will read them and we'll talk about them. Wow, she was there during the CT bus days. Yes, Autumn Reed, I was. Why am I only using Diddy o'clock to describe? Kelly.
That's very funny. You know what's even more interesting is speaking on the memory. So our good friend Stacey Evans Morgan, yesterday was her birthday.
We love her.
Writer, producer.
One of the several of the shows we were on.
Several of the shows we're on, and that we're not on. She's just a maverick, no pun intended, living single days. She she is the first person to help me get in the door on the writing side. And she invited me to pitch episodes for Love That Girl back in 2013 for her and Bentley, Kyle Evans. And you had driven me to his house. And I text her that. I'm like, yo, Tanjareen actually dropped me off at Bentley's house to pitch the ideas for episodes that I had because I was on the bus and I didn't want to take the chance of being late catching a bus that I didn't know. And so that just reinforces your point.
Yeah.
That was like our car. That's why that's
it was
why
our
it was,
car.
Yeah, that's why it was so sentimental to me.
I was paying the note, the gas, the insurance.
It was so sentimental to me because we had so many memories in that car.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And
all right. So
now you won't get in the car with me because you say you get car sick, and I'm like, all of a sudden you get car sick?
No,
when you
all
weren't
along.
car sick.
That's why I drove the majority of the time when you picked me up.
A lot of times you didn't, and you never mentioned being car sick until you got your own car.
Well, that'll
You
do
didn't
it.
want to get in mine. I was like, oh,
I'm sick of being a passenger.
There you go. Let me read some of these from before, then I'll bring in another guest. Callie Grown was laughing. Reed was laughing. Green Ranger says about Rodney Perry, I hate your ass, LMAO. I got to put that on a shirt. That's funny. NeNe says, Shane, her husband, will come to the living room if I fall asleep in there. He refuses to sleep separately. Oh, that's so cute.
That's dope.
That's really, really cute. Reppin' Magazine said that's
Couldn't
awesome,
be
bruh.
me.
Bandersnatch was asking, was this about to be an argument? Because she is our official argument counter.
Sure, let me get it out, Bandersnatch.
Patrice is watching. Patrice, let us know in the chat how long you've been married and any advice you have for us for staying married.
And more so, it couldn't be me because I don't make a lot of noise, but I like to at least have volume on something I'm watching. So when she would come downstairs and watch TV with me in the man cave, she would fall asleep. And I'm like, hey, go upstairs. Because like now I'm about to watch something or I'm about to play my game. And I just feel like I got to be quiet. And I don't miss having to be quiet from my childhood. But you know what?
It's so funny because when I'm in the man cave and we're already watching TV and I fall asleep, my body knows that noise and you could keep the noise. Like I love my quality time is what's important. And I could literally sleep through the TV being on.
But that's the thing. When I'm in the man cave and I'm playing my game or I'm watching something, I'll pause it a lot or I'll mute it. I mean, I'll pause the game or I'll pause what I'm watching on TV, go to my phone, come back, go to my phone, come back. And that's bursts of sound. And that will wake you up.
I just want to be around you.
All right. Remember you said that.
Here's the funny thing. He had a nice, comfy beanbag in his man cave. He just removed it. So there's nowhere for me to lay in there anymore.
How about the recliner?
The one that's next to all your collectibles, and if I go back too far, I'll knock them off and piss you off.
That's not true.
It's happened.
It's set up perfectly for you to lean all the way back.
So tonight, man cave.
No,
night.
Different night. But,
all right, here we go. Married 8 years. We love y'all. Band talk. Thank you, Xavier. 8 years. I remember when we were at year 8. Ashley has a question. I will get to your question, Ashley White. Keep it smooth says, been married 12 years, only 5 kids. My tip on the lasting relationship
You got enough tip.
I was thinking it too. I'm glad you said it. My tip on the lasting relationship is you have to decide within yourself that divorce isn't an option. No one is going to be perfect. Mistakes will happen. It's okay. I like that.
I said divorce wasn't an option before we got married.
Me too.
And I later said it's not an option because I don't like paperwork. Both are true.
I know if we got a divorce, I would have to still do all the work to actually make that happen.
How bad you want out?
And then I probably have to sign for you too. I usually take care of all his paperwork, so that's hilarious. I would have to divorce myself.
How bad do you want to be out?
That was a swift no, CT. Lexi Lex says. Callie Grown says, hey, give my boy some credit. CT could have been a take your car and drive it like it's his type of ninja.
True.
Been there, done that. And that's why I couldn't even, been there, done that. And then I saw Baby Boy. And I was like, oh, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, when you were telling me those stories, I'm like, that's crazy. Like, there are a lot of things about me, but one thing I wouldn't do is take your car to go see another girl.
When I was in college, I lived with my boyfriend and my brother, eventually we moved to a 2-bedroom. My brother moved into the other room. And my boyfriend, let me start over. I worked at Six Flags Magic Mountain. So sometimes I would carpool to work with my brother and leave my car there. Had no idea that my man was taking my car while I was at work until a young lady called me to tell me the things that she had been doing with my man. which was crazy to me because not only did my license plate say Tanjareen on it, but it also said Delta Sigma Theta on the frame. And my boyfriend had my name tattooed here and here. So I said, "Bitch, who do you think Tanjareen is?" He was like, "Oh, I was thinking maybe it was his mom or his favorite fruit." I was just like,
Technically, it's true.
It's not even spelled like the fruit. You're an idiot. But anyways, yeah, I didn't know he was taking my car at the time. But then there was another part of a relationship where I did allow somebody to borrow my car. But that was having it stolen to cheat on you is way worse.
You got in the car. Well, I had more gas than this.
Yeah, and it smells like cheap Victoria's Secret's body spray.
Everybody know that smell. Here's the thing. You had a spare key that you left at the crib?
Well, I always have a spare key. Why are these pushing? I always have a spare key. Just like here. But I don't even think I probably left both keys. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that. I was just like, oh, I'm with my brother. Got a key to the house, got a key to the car.
He has a tattoo of my name several places on his body. Surely he won't take my car.
Oh, that was quick, man. The audacity. Shake my hand. Cheating in your car is crazy, Lexi Lex. I've been through a lot. That cheap perfume spray was always terrible. Exactly.
Always. And continues to be. I don't know why they keep selling
it. Somebody likes it. All right. I remember that this guy was flirting with me online. When I posted something about the Family Time show that I was on starring Angel Conwell and Omar Gooding. And he texts, "Ooh, y'all are so fine. I know y'all smell like Bath and Body Works body spray." And I was like, oh, that's a compliment, I guess, because
the body spray.
People like that. Oh, okay. Wait, come back.
What's going on?
Okay. So I want to read this question from the Discord. We got a few questions for episode 100, and this one came from... Oh, actually, I'll bring this person in first. Welcome to the show. It's Ashley White. What up, Ashley White? Pew, 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 pew.
Hey. Whew. Sorry. It's been a long day.
What you doing?
No, it's been a long day, so... It's been a long day. I wasn't expected to be here early. So, it's been a long day. So, I do... Oh, happy 100!
Thank you. Thank you.
So...
What did you want to ask us, and where are you located?
Oh, so, I'm from North Carolina. My question is, so, as someone who's on the spectrum, my question is, why is it hard for... Okay, so, like... Why is it hard for folks like me to be like taken serious or be pursued in relationships? Like, because like I've had people ask me, "Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want to be married, Ashley?" I mean, I understand you have autism and all stuff. Like, yeah, of course. But then they always bring up, oh, the Love on the Spectrum show, like asking me if I've heard of it and stuff. Like, what does that got to do with me? Like, I don't like for me, but it's like, why is it for folks like me? Why is it so hard to be taken seriously or be pursued by regular people in relationships? Like, why?
You know what's funny, Ashley? You've asked a million questions. Actually, you've asked 100 questions. This is our 100th episode. And I've always had an answer for you. And today, I cannot answer that. I, as you know, don't speak on things that I don't know about. So I cannot give you that answer personally.
I would say to speak about you saying when you let them know you're autistic, they ask you, have you seen Love on the Spectrum? People look for something to bond with and something that they know about a person that they can say they have in common. Like, oh, you're left-handed, I'm left-handed. Oh, my dad's from Ohio, like your dad's from Ohio. So if they don't know anything about being on the spectrum or anything about autism, the first thing they think of is, oh, I know a show. I'll tell her I've seen that show and see if she likes that show. This is a way for me to bond and get to know her. But whether you're autistic or not, when you're looking for someone, you have to decide what you want and what you'll accept and what you won't accept. And if you find that somebody has red flags, then you realize, okay, this person isn't the one. And then you keep it moving. I think you have been pursued. You said you have trouble being pursued. No, you don't. Guys love you. You are gorgeous. You have a great body, you have a great personality. And you told us many a guy who's interested in you and pursuing you. But you also have to make sure they're serious unless you just want to fling. And if you give them fling energy, like bouncing around and short skirts and flirty, and if they say something flirty, you say something flirty back, then that's giving them the, okay, she's just somebody I can play with. But if you give them the energy of, I'm looking for a relationship, I would love to hang out with you. Let's go somewhere in public. Let's get to know each other at a coffee shop. Let's go talk and let's go have a burger if they can't afford a restaurant. But you know what I'm saying? Like, make them do something more than the sexual stuff if that's what you're looking for.
I'll add to that to say this. When she just said flirty, or I see you bouncing around, or I see you doing this, as a man, when men see women doing that, we automatically put you in a category of whether we're going to take you seriously or show you the same level of respect that we would show a church girl that we know is going to be a harder one to crack, right?
Yes.
So we could go up to you and see you and be like, yo, she looks beautiful. She's the first lady of a church type girl. And then I see you twerking, or I see you doing something that I would deem, and this is any man, would deem to be, oh, she fast. Now that church stuff that went out the window, and I put you into the smash category. And there is nothing that you could say to make me not think that you're just a girl to smash because of how you've carried yourself. So I think everybody should just be careful of that, unless that's what you're looking for.
Right.
But you're looking
It's
for a
up to you.
relationship.
And I will remind everyone who doesn't know our origin story. I think he initially just wanted to smash me.
That's a fact.
And I wouldn't let him, but I still was around him every week because we worked together. And then we worked together again for a second year. So we just knew each other platonically. And so there was nothing, because once you smash somebody, you're using your oxytocin is secreting and you're not thinking straight. You're ignoring the red flags. So because I had 2 years to get to know him where I didn't sleep with him, I got to know the real him. Then when we started to date, I happened to be on a detox from sex. So we went another 100 and something days without doing anything. And so we really had dates. I talked about my dating bucket list. We went and did fun things. Some were free, some were $20, some were over $50. When you get to know somebody without the physical, and then you also date them and have fun, then you can have a chance to find somebody who wants more than what you have been experiencing. Does any of this help?
Yeah, like it's just I feel like my thing is just like like it's beautiful. It sounds like cool that all the decades and stuff. I'm like, God dang, is my time gonna be here? Cause I feel like I'm on a ticking time, and I was like, it's just ticking away, and it's like, man, I at time I just feel very. It's like I ain't gonna lie, I feel very anxious. It's like
I can
it's
tell. I'm going to
making.
cut you off because we're running out of time, but I know your answer and I know what you're about to ask us. And I will say, Autumn Reed says, Ashley, people question it because some small-minded people think spectrum folks aren't normal. When you find love, that person won't give a crap if you're on the spectrum. They will love you wholly.
And let's be real, these tests just came out in the past 15 years. There are several people that are on the spectrum and don't know it because they have not been tested for it. So don't feel isolated. Also with that, I know you're in a rush because this is your life and you've never been the age that you are and you've never been older than what you are. But as people who are older than you, there's really no need to rush. Like,
there isn't.
I know so many women and men that get their love later in life, but I know several people that were in such a rush to find a relationship or be in a relationship and got stuck because
exactly,
they
or
just
they
wanted
had
a
to get
relationship.
married again and again because they rushed into a relationship thinking that they had to do it before they were too old to have kids or something, or because they were dating somebody at church and didn't want to fornicate. Whatever the reason to rush, it never turns out good. Bandersnatch says, don't put yourself on a clock, Ash. Focus on you and getting what you want. Everything else will fall into place. We all agree. Patrice was telling me, good answer, Tanj. And then Callie Grown was saying facts to what CT was saying. And then Patrice said, both of y'all came with good answers. Thank you, Patrice and Callie Grown. Just Jordan Taylor says, just don't give up on yourself, Ashley. You still have time. NeNe says, baby girl, I think people have a misconception of your condition. Some may feel you're not emotionally equipped for what may come with it. Educating them should be the difference. Spectrums may be helpful. I think that's what it says. show them the different spectrums may be helpful. I'm not sure. All right. We love you, Ashley. You look sad, but I don't want you to be sad. You're gorgeous. You have things going on. You have a podcast that's over 100 episodes long. You have a book out. You have a job. You have a family who loves you, and you will find Mr. Right when you stop looking for him. Okay? All right. We love you, and I'm going to read your other meme that you posted in Discord in a second.
Okay.
Peace. Such a sweet girl. I want the best for her. Time is an illusion. Don't rush your blessing, Callie Crone says.
It's interesting. I'm glad you brought that up. I did want to just smash in the beginning because you were being sexual. Like you were sexualizing yourself.
My brand is sexy, sassy, funny.
Yeah. And with that brand, you have to be careful of how men look at you. And especially back in 2008. So it was like, oh, well, she's just a fun girl that I could just have fun and smash. And then you became my friend and you rewired my brain, and I actually learned about you and realized that you weren't that. Here's the problem.
Solid front.
Several people present themselves a certain way, and I used to always say this about the women that I'd seen do comedy that were doing this. They would get on stage and they would say all of the sexual stuff, and then guys would be trying to smash them, and then they'd be like, "What? Why would he come up and talk to me like that? I'm not even like that." And you're like, you know what you just said on stage? That's why he thinks that you like that.
Yeah.
And then they would follow it up by saying, yeah, I'm like that with one man. Or if I have a boyfriend, but you never said that. It's a big difference when you say things like that. So you were sexualizing yourself and becoming your friend. I was like, oh, she's this type of girl in a relationship. She's not out here doing all of the anybody who wants it.
And it was the character that I had created for the podcast that wasn't even called a podcast back then because podcasts weren't really out. But when we were on Speedy's Comedy Corner and I was the only female and everybody trying to get with me, I had created this character of Tanjareen, the celibate nympho, and all of that. So,
not a good character in hindsight, thinking about how to create something and how people will look at you. But it all worked out.
It worked out great. It was a great character. It was really popular. Autumn Reed says, this was earlier when we were talking about something. She says, my ex always insisted that I drive his car when I visited him. I found out later that he did it so that the woman in his area would know he wasn't available. I appreciated his faith in my fight skills. I like that. Did not expect that to be the answer to that.
That's wild.
Autumn Reed talking to Ashley says, people question it because I think I already read that one. Autumn Reed says, you're still young, talking to Ashley, and have plenty of time. Don't ever feel rushed by someone else's timeline. Just enjoy the process.
Is that another guest?
Who is it, baby? It's Caridad! Oh my God, Caridad is an amazing producer, a gorgeous podcaster. I don't know all your titles, a writer. She's also been married for how many years?
9?
Crazy. How many?
I think 9. I don't know. I have to think about I have to think about when my child was born.
Was it a shotgun wedding?
Yeah, and we had the baby in the picture, and it's like that old school farm video where they just look very unhappy and am I supposed to be here? I don't know. It was, and then the person who married us had just got caught in this huge cheating scandal, and so it was just all very crazy. But we're happy now.
That's hilarious. Okay, if you guys don't know, Caridad Polee, or how do you say your last name? How do you say it?
It's Polee.
Okay, Caridad Polee is married to our good friend Keon Polee, who I've always said Polee.
I started this, by the way. I started this, and every other comedian took it after I said it. I called him Polee from day one.
Oh,
but that's correct.
How it's pronounced?
No, that is. It's French, but
So this is our 100th episode of our marriage podcast, Marriage Go Round, and I want you to give us any advice on how you've managed to stay together for 9 years with our good friend Keon Polee.
Well, I had to go into the next room so my 7-year-old couldn't hear, but
okay.
Yeah, it's sex. I can't say that enough. Learn how to do it better, learn new things, do whatever you have to do, but that it's enjoyable for both. It shouldn't be like a job. It shouldn't be something that's ugh, I got to do this. Learn how to make yourself happy, make that person happy, and grow together sexually. But I just hate to say it, but it's it has a lot to do with it.
I love that. And I know you're telling the truth because I've been out, because we're all comedians, I've been out and Keon will be like, I'm ready to go. I want to get home to my wife. I want to go fuck my wife. He'll say that like out loud in a group of people who would love to stand there until 3 or 4 in the morning. Keon's like, nah, I want to get home to my wife. So I totally believe you. And I hope that your daughter or your kid will hear this later and realize how much her parents love each other and how to keep their marriage together. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was a boy and a girl. We'll hear this later.
They're very pretty, so I can understand.
All right, you guys heard it. The great advice from Caridad is to just keep being intimate. I love that because a lot of couples definitely stop. And I will. So the question is, how many times a week would you say you guys do it?
5. I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry.
I love it. 5 times a week. And
I mean, it's there was definitely a period though where like we felt like we were roommates. And well, I personally felt like we were roommates, like especially like after having kids. That's really hard because like your body, your physical, your mental, everything is just going through like a huge change, and you don't feel sexy. And like they'll try to like come up and like rub up on you when you're like changing the baby's diaper, and it's like, ew, get off me. Like I don't want to feel sexy right now, but it's like men don't understand that. So also trying to figure out like when are those times, you know, because now like my boys like come and like slap my butt and I have to be like, hey, you know what I mean? But it's like, they're not doing it in that type of way. It's just that like, that's what they see happening. So especially if you have kids too, it's important for your kids to see you guys care about each other. Cause like, they're not dumb. They pick up on all that stuff. Like they know when you guys aren't really into each other.
I'll say this. What's funny is I'm glad that you say, hey, because honestly, they're children that are innocent, but when the change comes and they're no longer innocent, they're going to be so disgusted that they did that. It's going to be like, what did I do?
And you'll see parents who don't stop their kids and the kids get a little too old to be doing that. And you'll see like they're kissing them in the mouth when they're teenagers and you're like, what are y'all doing? Oh, we've always done this. Yeah, but there was a point where you should have stopped because this is now.
Like he had to tell me to stop undressing in front of them. And I didn't really think about it because it's like, as a mom, you're kind of like always kind of like, you know, you're just doing whatever, the baby's on the thing or whatever. And like, there was a certain point where he's like, yeah, you got to stop like being naked in front of them. And I didn't really think about it. Cause like me and my sisters, we're always naked. Like that's just all women in the house. So, like, we're always like that. But you know, when like my husband started coming around, I was like, oh shit, like we got to go into the bathroom. We got to do this. We got to do that. You know, so anyways, it's an interesting thing. You know, maybe if they were girls, it wouldn't be such a thing, but it's like they're boys. They can't see me naked anymore.
I love that you've made that distinction because I know a lot of boys growing up looking at their mama walk around in their drawers with their butt hanging out. And it's like, they shouldn't have to live like that. Look at the face my baby's making.
My mom wasn't that mom, but I see several moms now do that. And I think back to when my mom would have her nightgown on and them titties was all over the place.
Because you don't want to wear a bra in the house. You feel like this is the time to let them loose.
It's a safe space. I think the like thing too was like I was like in the bathroom and I like got up to like, you know, pull up my pants or whatever. And he goes, oh my God, your butt's so hairy. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, he's so innocent because that's not my butt. But at the same he really just didn't understand like the woman's body part. And I was like, it made so much sense to me. They're not seeing those on the regular. So he was just like, oh my God, your butt's so hairy. I was like, I could not tell him that's not my butt. I was just like, oh
so
yeah.
Are you telling us you're not shaved or waxed down there, Caridad?
Well, there was a time when I would just kind of go 70s vag. But now I'm very anti that. So now I'm like all about the wax. I'm in there like all the time. But there was a time when I was like, hey, this is what it is. And then I realized there's alternatives.
Shout out to Caridad Polee because he liked it either way. He took it however you gave it, and that's how it should be.
Exactly. Don't tell him any of this though.
Well, he's going to see this clip because I'm going to make sure he does. And I want everybody, if you're not familiar with Caridad, her body is incredible. It is incredible. So for her to have had 2 kids and still be tight and snatched and getting it 5 days a week, I salute you, Queen. Thank you for coming on the show today. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Caridad said that wasn't my butt. Oh my goodness, we are out of time. We have one more person in the green room, and we will read memes next time because this episode was not about the memes. It was about relationships, marriage, and how people actually stay together. And I want to shout out this person who gave us $50 on Cash App to, it's from Guy Tripp. It says $50 for the 100th. And we love him so much. Guy Tripp is also married. And we're going to click and see who this next person is. Hey, it's Guy Tripp. Hey.
Hey. Yeah, sorry. The wife wanted to be here, but she had to work today. Getting promoted is kind of, it's a big thing. And she's almost on her way up there. Salute to her. This will be her if you talk to her. You know what I mean? She'll be real quiet today.
She looks different.
Real quiet.
She looks different.
Oh, well, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for coming on live. Tell us where you're located and how many years you've been married.
Well, still in Hawaii. I've been with my wife for actually going on 21 years now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's amazing, to see the number go from 4 to 5 and realize, you're in a whole different chapter, It's amazing, you know what I'm saying? And just to know that somebody put up with me that long, that's wow. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want to punch myself in the face, you know what I mean? But, hey, she's still there for me. That's my queen. She'll always be my queen, even if we're sleeping in separate rooms. Hey, Ash, I just want to let you know, as far as what you said, some people are just ass and they don't see a good thing when they see it. All right. When you find the right one, he's going to worship you, give you everything you need, your favorite flowers. He's going to make sure you always got snacks. You're going to be straight. I promise you. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Just give it time because that's all you can do. Don't rush nothing. That's how you end up with mistakes. As far as Mr. Rodney, what he said earlier today, totally agree with you, sir. You know what I mean? It's a process being married this long and having somebody right there. But as long as you know that somebody's there, you know what I mean? It takes the pain and stress of this world off of you. You know what I mean? So if you don't ever know what someone is bringing to the table for you, ask yourself this. Do you feel lonely?
Wow.
That's big.
That might be the biggest moment.
That's big. And I know exactly how that feels. And thank you for saying that.
Or to
be in a relationship and feel lonely is the worst. So thank you for saying that.
You feel lonely now?
No, I don't. But there was a time where I was like, man, and it was a rut because there's ups and downs in a marriage. But there was a time where I felt extremely lonely, and I was not supposed to feel that way because I was in a relationship. But thank you for saying that. That is amazing. Green Ranger said this dude that got you your favorite snacks is always a keeper. Oh, sorry. Green Ranger said the dude that got you your favorite snacks is always a keeper. I agree, and that's why I looked at CT when he said that. Because CT will bring me home a coconut water or, some chips I like or something if he's out, and I'll do the same for him. So I think that's important. Thank you.
Yeah, my wife likes sushi rolls. That's her snack.
Nice.
Got decent sushi rolls somewhere.
Sometimes. Very nice. And I forgot to give you the kisses for the $50. Mwah, 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 mwah. Those kisses are just for you. Thank you for sowing seeds onto the tangerine tree. And it's $50, so you get slow, wet kisses.
This is kind of inappropriate when he's on camera.
Well, the thing is,
that's the kind of thing
CT,
thank you so much.
CT has to check his also.
Check your Cash App.
I checked it. That's what I was about to say.
Let me hold you.
That's the hug.
That's his hug. Which means
you know what I mean?
He gave you 50. That means you gave us $100 for the 100 episodes.
There you. That's why I said check them together.
Thank you.
That's why I said check them together.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
Because the thing is, you guys both make the show. Both of you guys are 50% of the show, and this is episode 100. So we couldn't get to 100 without both of y'all. So that's why I split it the way I did.
Man, thank you so much.
Here's to 100 more.
Well, this is my last one.
Anyway,
thank you, God Tripp.
I love you guys so much. You know what I mean? Good luck for the new year. Hopefully we see more of you. If not, I'll be catching you guys on your other things too. Oh, and also as far as your masseuse is concerned, all I got to say is this.
Bye, guy Tripp.
We love you back, man.
That guy cracks me up. I can't wait to go back to Hawaii and get to see him in person.
He's the best.
Bandersnatch says, slow wet kisses, CT, go. What is that?
Oh, meaning I should have gave slow wet kisses.
Yeah. It's not too late.
Just pause.
For his wife. Let's see. Patrice says, my 44 years is based on both of us wanting companionship and wanting our kids to have a family. That's real right there. That's real. You want your kids to grow up in a 2-parent household and you don't want to be alone. 44 years is amazing. Congratulations on 44 years, Patrice.
Congratulations. All
right, we got to get out of here. Rattler Steve says, so many dope gems dropped tonight. Phenomenal 100th episode. Thank you, Rattler Steve, for being here. Jordan Taylor, go ahead.
Jordan Taylor.
The final episode was so good. It's not a final, Jordan. I'm not reading the rest of your comment. He's coming back.
Here's the advice I'll give to single people that want to be in a relationship. There's somebody that likes you a whole lot that you haven't given any attention to.
That part.
And those are the people that would help make an incredible relationship, because you're over here looking at and creating this, and that person is right under your nose, but you're not willing to give them the time and attention. So until you're able to look around and realize what's in front of you, we wish you the best.
That is good advice. It reminds me of when we tried to set up Cobra Tay and Ashley White because they were both same age, same birthday week.
Oh, you mean the perfect would have been relationship?
And I think I don't know if he's on the spectrum, but they both are super sweet and nice and giving. And she sent him gifts and he sent her gifts, but they were just like, yeah, just want to be friends.
It's almost like it would have worked out. Anyway, I'll say this as well. No, I think we left it perfectly. This is great. 100 episodes. Thank you guys for being here. This is a great 100th episode. Took in so much great advice from successful married people. I appreciate this platform.
Yeah,
it was a good time, man. We love y'all. I only show up for y'all because I'm like, let me not leave her hanging and they coming in. We might as well do it.
Thank you guys for being here.
Y'all stop coming. We ain't gonna go.
Please be sure to leave a comment under the video on YouTube after this live ends, because right now all your comments were in the live chat. Let us know the favorite parts of the show so that we know what to make our clips out of. And if you would like to send us anything after the show goes off the air, the Cash App is Team CT Entertainment, or just my first name, Tanjareen. You can also send, I think it's called gifts on YouTube after it goes live. Go ahead.
Sometimes you can create somebody too. A lot of times you got to build somebody to be what you want them to be. If we look at our relationship from day one, there's no way I was anything remotely to what she would have wanted in somebody being in a relationship. If you look at a lot of you guys' relationship, I'm pretty sure you can say the same thing. Sometimes you got to go to the grocery store to make your meal as opposed to picking it up from a restaurant. Now that was a bar.
Bars.
Come on now.
Bars.
We out.
And your teeth look amazing, baby.
Thank you so much.
Oh, all right. See you guys later. Bye.